what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another stock market and cryptocurrency video. This time we're going to be talking about Coinbase stock, which IPO'd not that long ago, and it's actually had a bit of a slump. Didn't perform as well as some might expect since the IPO. It dropped about 30% initially, and then we got a little bit of recovery. We bounced off the lows. About a 10% increase from there, but overall we are still at around a 25% drop since the IPO. Now, I see this more as a buying opportunity than anything else. That's not financial advice, that's just my personal opinion, and I'll be explaining why in this video. I think Coinbase is going to remain a leader in the crypto space for years, even decades to come, and if we just take a very quick look at their last quarterly financials, the numbers that you'll find are hard to find in any company in the world, right? We're talking about huge year-over-year increases, over 1,000% for their revenue, over 4,800% for their net income, over 1,000% for their earnings per share, and massive above 70% net profit margins. This is something that you can pretty much not find in any other companies out there, and this could slow down some quarters. I expect this to remain very strong and then to really start accumulating a lot of cash as well. Now they have plans to invest that cash, and we're going to be taking a look at that later in this video as well. But I just wanted to point out right from the beginning that their earning numbers, right, just on a fundamental basis are very, very, very strong. And we'll compare that to Robinhood later in this video. But let's jump into a couple bits of news that I think are very bullish that you should be aware about just as an investor in potentially Coinbase stock, right? So first off, we're going to be talking about Coinbase Ventures. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because you might think that Coinbase is just the exchange, but it is far from that. It's actually making a very concerted effort to diversify itself and start positioning itself more as a broader crypto finance player than just a cryptocurrency exchange, right? And that's what Coinbase Ventures is about. So as you can see, they invest in companies building the open financial system, right? And what they do specifically is that they provide financing to promising early stage companies that have the teams and ideas that can move the space forward. Now, you'll see here that some of the companies that they invested in are now huge players in the cryptocurrency space, and you can imagine them to have made a significant amount of money off that, right? So first off, we got Compound. I'm sure you all know Compound. We have BlockFi, another huge name in the crypto space. Keep in mind, Coinbase Ventures invested in BlockFi very early on, right? We have Etherscan, Synthetics, CeeLo, Bison Tails, OpenSea, one of the big leaders in the NFT space right now. I'm sure you've seen it in the news. Audius, and remember, Coinbase directly invested in these companies very early on, right? They have a lot of connections, they have a lot of industry knowledge, so it allows them to really get in on these deals and target potential future big players. One of their biggest wins was Matic. For those who don't know Matic as the scaling solution for Ethereum Layer 2, now known as Polygon, this launched at less than 2 cents and is now over $1 plus, right? It actually went above $2. So the amount of money they made off Matic is probably enormous, and they were one of the first investors in Matic right from the beginning. So Matic, for those who don't know, is Polygon, one of, I believe, the top 15 biggest cryptos. So they are literally investing a significant amount of money in these projects and have had a great track record, as you can see, right? And that's something that will make them money on top from their exchange and everything else they're doing. Now, on top of that, right, Coinbase and its stock is something that performs very well in bull cryptocurrency market times, right, when the market is bullish, breaking out to new all-time highs. But I think Coinbase is a very smart bet in the cryptocurrency space in that it can, maybe have a little bit less upside than certain cryptos, but have also a lot less downside potential and just be a safer bet all around, right? You have to keep in mind you're really investing in a business, in an actual asset here that has, millions of users around the world, and that's continuing to grow and that's showing great financial numbers. So I think it's a very smart investment that I would feel comfortable holding for decades to come, right? A bit as a forever investment. Now, I haven't bought Coinbase stock yet, but I think I will actually be purchasing very soon because it's seems to me like just a deal that's too good to miss out on right now. And like I said, even if it went higher, I think this is a buy the dip type stock for years to come. That's not financial advice. That's just my own personal opinion. Now, this bit of news, right? Them investing $500 million in crypto and investing future profits into a crypto portfolio. So basically, the company plans to invest in Ethereum, proof of stake assets, DeFi tokens, and many other cryptos supported for trading on their platform. Now, those cryptos, those types of cryptos, DeFi, proof of stake assets, Ethereum, are very popular amongst hedge funds. They're some of the biggest growing assets and fastest growing assets in crypto, and will probably continue to be so for quite some time. So you can expect Coinbase to make a lot of money from those investments as well. Another key point of this is, the CEO, Brian Armstrong, said in a tweet that they got the board approval to purchase over $500 million of crypto on their balance sheet and to add to their existing holdings, meaning that they probably held some crypto even before that, and that they will also be investing 10% of all profits going forward in crypto, and that they expect this percentage to continue growing over time as the crypto economy matures and basically becomes safer. Now, why is this a big deal? Well, first off, like I said, Coinbase knows what it's doing. It's buying at good times. It's buying good assets. And you have to remember, right, crypto as a whole is still very early. If, this 500 million that they initially invested, which will very quickly probably become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 billion within the coming quarters, as they will invest, 10% or more of their profits over time in this, you can expect, if crypto 10x is basically them to make 1, 2, 3, even over 10, 20, 30 billion dollars just from their investments alone in cryptos, right? That's not considering Coinbase Ventures that invest in businesses or even some cryptos around, and their other projects like Coinbase NFT, which was just announced basically a day ago. They are launching their own NFT peer-to-peer marketplace that will make minting, purchasing, showcasing, and discovering NFTs easier than ever. Why is this a big deal? Well, first off, the NFT space is one of the hottest in crypto. Second, there's a lot of different smaller companies trying to, become leaders in it. No specific company has really came out as a particular leader, and Coinbase is very well positioned to be the leader in the NFT space. And we'll see how they monetize this down the line, but I think it's a very smart move. Once again, diversifying their business even more, creating another revenue stream, and something that I think that they're going to be successful in, right? And all these things that I showed here, right? The investing in crypto, the Coinbase Ventures, the Coinbase NFT is not even including other things that they're doing on their platform, right? Such as their crypto credit card, potential staking opportunities, many other things, payment processing that they might get into down the line. So there's a lot of different ways Coinbase can diversify their revenue and really become a financial powerhouse, which they already are, just looking at the numbers alone. We're going to take a deeper look at those numbers right now, and we're also going to be comparing it directly to Robinhood stock. So as you saw, Coinbase had around a $50 billion market cap right now. Robinhood is a little bit lower at around $35 billion, so around $15 billion less than Coinbase. But take a look at their net income and revenue in comparison to Coinbase, right? Their numbers do not match. Now, I am very bullish as well on Robinhood stock. I think it's going to do great, just like Coinbase stock will. I would buy Robinhood stock as well, but just based on the numbers, you have to notice that it's not fully comparable, right? I mean, first of all, you see the year-over-year increases over 1,000% on many of these metrics for Coinbase. If we go to Robinhood, right, you're very quickly going to see that they are not able to make the same amount of year-over-year increases. Now, it is a little bit of a different space, right? They're starting to make a lot of money from crypto, but as you can see, some of these numbers have gone down. They've made a large amount of losses in net income in the last 2 quarters, right? We're looking at $1.4 billion for March 2021 in losses. We're looking at $500 million in losses for June 2021. And, these are, quarters that have shown that, it's investing a lot of money, it's spending a lot of money, it's a new company, which makes sense, but they are not making or profitable like Coinbase is, right? Their earnings per share is negative. Their net profit margins are nowhere near Coinbase's number. Coinbase has over 70% margins right now. You can see, numbers that do not compare on Robinhood. And they do have a good amount of cash, which I like to see. But as you can see, their numbers are just not as strong, right? Now let's go and compare that to Coinbase's numbers. Even if you don't know that much about the financial results, this speaks for itself, right? You can see just a few quarters ago it was around $1 billion cash, very quickly above $2 billion cash, and now we're sitting over $4 billion in cash. Like they said, they will invest a significant portion of that in different ventures, in cryptos, but still, right, a huge amount of cash, almost 10% of their market cap in cash alone. And we are also looking at their profit margin increase significantly in recent quarters, right, going from around 28% up to 42% and now above 70%. Obviously, earnings per share skyrocketing as well. And, will this slow down or taper off at a certain point? Maybe, but these are already numbers that are so good that, it just shows how undervalued the stock is, currently sitting at a $50 billion market cap, right? And that is Coinbase kind of at its current state without considering, the launch of the NFT marketplace, them buying cryptos that will probably do extremely good, and many other ways that they're going to make money. I think they're really going to be a stock that will surprise a lot of people. And I expect Coinbase's market cap to be, well above $100 billion, more like $150 billion or so, just in the next 2 years probably. And that will mean that the stock will be over $500. The all-time high was at around $350. I expect us to move past that, basically within the next year or so, and really start moving towards $400 or $500 plus. If we take a quick look at the actual chart, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I'm happy to let you know that as with many cryptos this week, we actually did break out of the downtrend. And this is obviously a pretty big sign. We had briefly popped out of the downtrend back here. That happened on many cryptocurrency charts like Bitcoin as well. And now recently, right, we got this move an uptrend above the breakout line. This is a pretty steep uptrend, so we don't know if that'll last, but we are now fully out of the uptrend where, we are moving higher from here, in my opinion. This is a pretty significant break after, 6 months of kind of moving up and down for Coinbase stock. I will point out that we do have an open gap here at around $2.41, $2.40. So expect the stock to maybe briefly dip a little bit lower again, and then to pretty much start moving higher right after that, and really start going back above $300, eventually, pretty quickly above $350, and after that, it's going to be breaking new all-time highs, moving very quickly to $500 within the next year or so. Very bullish on Coinbase stock. Like I said, I would invest in myself, not financial advice, just my personal opinion. If you're interested in technical analysis, stock trading, make sure to check out my course. It's less than $20, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, has great student reviews, and also follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Make sure to subscribe.